last topic of right? So welcome to economic class once again. Have a pen and a copy to copy down the important point from this presentation. First, chapter number 3, money and credit. In that, we had seen the number of topics. In that, now we are on the last topic, that is the SHGS. That means the second slide is talking about the self-help group. So what is the meaning of self-help group, how they work, and so on we are going to discuss here. So first point, the self-help group who created, how many members were there, and so on, and how its work we are going to see in this presentation. So quickly we are going to see. First, Mayur, please read out the slide. In the previous section, Mayur, please continue.
Banks are not present everywhere in rural India. Even when they are present, getting a loan from a bank is much more difficult than taking a loan from informal sources. As we saw for mega, bank loans require proper documents and collateral.
Okay, very good. Now, cadet, please have attention here. This slide is highlighting a very important points here. So, in the previous section, we have seen the poor household are still depend on the informal sources. Where I had shown you the pie chart. In the pie chart, we had seen the following points: the richer, upper, and so on. So, here we are talking about why it is so. Banks are not present everywhere in rural area. Another point, when we are speaking that even they are present, getting a loan from a bank is much more difficult than taking a loan from informal sources. So informal sources, at the night you are needing the amount, so you will go to the money lender or the saukar or so any other person, friends, relative, you can have a loan from them and you can give any collateral to them or whatever they wish and you can have it quickly. But when we are moving towards a bank are having the system procedure, after that they will give you the loan. For example of this, as we have seen in the case of Megha, right? There was one story in the textbook where the building was there and Megha, she was standing there and few points were written, how much amount of loan she had taken, for as an collateral, what the document she had given and so on. So dear cadet, please have attention here. The Megha has taken the bank loan and require the proper collateral as well as the documents. The document should be in a systematic, proper and approved document. No fake document. Next, the collateral the bank required. So this slide is talking about the informal sources of credits are more because the people, those who are living in a poor household or poor in nature, they will have access to the informal sources because one condition, the bank require proper document as well as the proper collateral to have the repay of that loan. Next is Abhiram is present in the meeting. Is Abhiram is present in the meeting? Okay. Next, Abhimanyu, please continue, child. Abhimanyu, please continue, child. The second one, absence of collateral.
Yes, sir. Absence of collateral is one of the major reasons which prevents the poor from getting bank loans. Informal lenders such as money lenders, on the other hand, know the borrowers personally and hence are often willing to give a loan without collateral. The borrowers can, if necessary, approach the money lenders even without repaying their earlier loans. However, the money lenders charge very high rates of interest, keep no records of the transaction and harass the poor borrowers.
Very good, Abhimanyu. Now all the cadet, please have attention here. Absence of collateral is one of the major issue here. So the major reason which prevent the poor from getting the bank loan. So bank require proper document as well as the collateral. then only the bank will give loan to you, right? But in informal lender, what is there? So in informal, on the other hand, it is going to be totally different story. The people, those who are taking the loan, they are willing to have the loan without collateral. बिना किसी कोलेटरल के भी उनको लोन मिल रहा है, राइट? ये इनफॉर्मल सेक्टर है. The borrower can, if necessary, approach the money lender. If they have taken the loan but they are not able to repay it, still they can go to the money lender and have another loan. But it's going to be create a situation of debit trap. Next point is about the money lender can charge a very high rate, whatever he is going to wish, because it's a informal sector. So they can wish any high rate of interest and they can ask any collateral from them and they can harass the particular people. So your money lender is charging a very high rate as well as keeping no record of transaction and harass the poor people. Suppose a farmer is having a piece of land, right, and going for the loan to the money lender, to the landlord or to the saukar. What will happen there? The money lender will lend the money for the collateral. They will keep the documents of that particular land. If the person is not able to repay, they are going to have that land piece. Otherwise, the livestock, just like the buffaloes, cow or so on. Next, is Tanmay is present in the meeting? Is Tanmay is present in the meeting? Next, Shreya Patil. Shreya Patil of 10C, please continue reading. In recent years,
small self-help groups, SHGs, and pool collect their savings. A typical SHG has 15 to 20 members, usually belonging to one neighborhood, who meet and save regularly. Saving per member varies from 25 to...
Okay, stop child.
Depending on the ability of...
Shreya Patil, please stop. Next, Sankalp Kumbar, please read out.
To meet their needs. The group charges interest on these loans, but this is still less than what the money lender charges. After a year or two, if the group is regular in savings, it becomes eligible for the availing loan from the bank. Loan is sanctioned in the name of the group and is meant to create self-employment opportunities for the members.
Okay, stop. Very good. Now please have attention everyone. Here we are talking about the self-help group. This is a very important point in examination. The question from this section is surely going to be asked to you. Now we are going to have the objective type. So what type the questions will be there? So here a typical self-help group has dash number of members, 15 to 20, 40 to 30, like the options will be there. You have to select 15 to 20. Next point is here, the self-help group. In recent year, the people have tried out some new ways or new opportunities for having the loans. The idea is to organize the rural people and particularly the women in a small self-help group. Self-help group, the people will collect, that means the pool collect their saving, and a typical self-help group will have 15 to 20 members, usually belonging to one neighborhood, that in the same community, in the locality the peoples are living, especially the women, they are having the membership of 15 to 20 people. They will collect their saving, and the saving per member is going to be from the 25 rupees up to the 100, more depending on the ability of the people to save. And after that, what will happen? The member can take a small loan from the group itself to meet their needs, and the group is going to charge a very less interest, and that is going to be a huge comparison from the money lender and from the self-help group. So here, dear cadet, we are observing here the self-help group is a very good initiative by the people to maintain their loan activities and to escape from the debit trap from the money lender. So self-help group, first point is there, the full form of self-help group. Please note down or please have a tick mark in your textbook. The full form of self-help group can be asked to you. SHGS. Second point, the number of members should be present in the self-help group. So 15 to 20 is the limit. What the amount of money they can save from 25 rupees to the 100, or they can have more depending on the ability of the people to save. After that, they can take a loan from the group only, but the interest rate is going to be very less in comparison to the money lender. What the money lender is charging in comparison to that, the interest is going to be very less. Next, Siddharaya, please continue. Siddharaya, please continue. Most of the important decision. Please continue, child. You have to write. Hello.
Most of the important decisions regarding the savings and loan activities are taken by the group members.
Okay, stop here. How many cadets are thinking about few points are still remaining to discuss here? Abhimanyu,
Yes, sir.
which is remaining?
For instance, small
Very
loans are
good.
provided.
So Siddharaya, please have attention what's going on in the class. It's a live class, you should pay attention. We are on this slide after a year or two, right? Where Sankalp has ended for the members. From there you please start. Siddharaya, please continue.
After a year or two, if the group is regular in savings, it becomes eligible for availing loan from the bank. Loan is sanctioned in the name of the group and is meant.
Loan is sanctioned. Please speak properly. Now you are in 10th standard.
Yes, sir. Self-employment opportunities for the members. For instance, small loans are provided to the members for releasing mortgaged land, for meeting working capital needs. Example, buying needs, fertilizers, raw materials like bamboo and cloth. For housing materials, for acquiring assets like sewing machine, handlooms, cattle, etc.
Okay, very good, child. Now we are seeing about the next slide, which is speaking that the group is regular in saving. Which group? The self-help group, and became eligible for having the loan from the bank. And when they are going to take the loan from the bank, that is going to be sanctioned on the name of the group, right? So you can have any name of the self-help group, whatever they wish to have their name. But after that, to create the self-employment opportunity for the member. And what they are going to have? A small loan is going to provide it to the members for having the land, mortgage land will be there for releasing, for meeting of working capital, just buying seed, fertilizer, raw material or what they want. Next, for the housing material or for the sewing machine or the handloom or for the cattle, right? Suppose few members are in the self-help group. They collected the amount of money there. After that, they are having the loan from the particular group only to purchase one cattle. They purchase one cattle just like a buffalo. After that, the person is going to sell the milk. After the selling the milk, amount is going to repay back to the self-help group with the interest. After that, the loan is repaid. The buffalo is with the person, benefited. Like that, the amount is going to be there with the members, and with the amount and everything, they can go to the bank, and after that they can have the access to the loan. The bank will give loan. And after, if any person is failing to repay the loan, the another person is going to repay the loan. That's going to be a surety for the bank. Next, another boy. Venkatesh, please read out. Most of the important decision, please read out.
Sir, most of the important decisions regarding the savings and loan activities are taken by the group members. The group decides as regards the loans to be granted, the purpose, amount, interest to be charged, repayment, schedule, etc. Also, it is the group which is responsible for the repayment of the loan. Any case of non-repayment of loan by any one member is followed up seriously by other members in the group. Because of this feature, banks are willing to lend the poor women when organized in SHGs, even though they have no collateral as such.
Okay, very good. Next, we are having the explanation to this slide. Most of the important decision regarding the saving and the loan activities are taken by the group member. As the group member is here, as you are observing, the photograph is the downside over there where the women are sitting. The self-help group meeting in Gujarat is going on there. So the explanation to this slide, the member will take all the decision and the loan activities are taken by the group members. The group is going to decide as a regard the loan to granted. Any member who is asking the loan, the group member will sit and decide it and see the need and situation of the person and they will provide the loan. After that, the purpose, amount, interest to be charged, repayment schedule they will decide. On which amount of interest they should charge, the time duration to repay it, everything they will see and adjust and then they will give the loan. Also, it is the group which is responsible for repayment of the loan. In any case, the non-repayment of the loan by any one member is followed by seriously by the another member in the group. Because this is a feature, bank are willing to lend the poor woman when organized self-help group, even though they have no collateral as such. So here in this case, we are seeing about without having any collateral, they can access to the loan from the bank. And when they are going to have the bank loan, they are having one feature. If one member is failing to have the loan repayment, another will take seriously the lead and repay it. Next, you can observe the photograph of women's self-help group. Right? Please observe the photograph very clearly so you are going to understand the self-help group effectively. So a women's self-help group meeting in Gujarat is going on. You are observing the women are holding a small newspaper and they are having some snacks over there. Right? They are eating. So you can see how the people are sitting. The rural village people, they are joining together. They are collecting their saving. And the number of the people sitting over there, most of them are women. Men are also there. You can observe them to help them to support them. Next, another boy, please have a reading. Shanta Kumar of 10C, please continue reading. Shanta Kumar of 10C.
Yes, sir.
Please unmute yourself and please read.
Thus, the SHGC help borrowers overcome the problem of lack of collateral. They can get timely loans for a variety of purposes.
Shanta Kumar, please read aloud.
Yes, sir. Thus, the SHGS help borrowers overcome the problem of lack of collateral. They can get timely loans for a variety of purposes and at a reasonable interest rate. Moreover, SHGS are the building blocks of organization of the rural poor. Not only does it help women to become financially self-reliant, the regular meetings of the group provide a platform of discussion, act on a variety of social issues such as health, nutrition, domestic violence, etc.
Okay, very good child. Now the cadet, please have attention. This is the last slide to explain the point of self-help group. So the self-help group borrowers overcome the problem of lack of collateral. If they don't have collateral, what is collateral? An asset which give guarantee the person is going to repay the loan. If not, that collateral is going to be taken by the particular money lender. They can get timely loans for a variety of purpose and at a reasonable interest rate. So here we are seeing about, moreover, self-help groups are building block of organization of the rural poor. For the rural poor people, we are having the building block of such self-help group. So next, not only does it help the women to become financially self-reliant, and the regular meeting of the group is going to providing a platform to discuss about their social issues, just like about their health, nutrition and domestic violence. So that can be also shot out there. So by seeing this self-help group, the specific characteristics is highlighted here. They are getting a platform where they can have the cheap rated interest loan be available. They can have the loans from bank also. After that, they will have a platform to discuss their various issues related to the social, which include health issue, nutrition, domestic violence and so on. They can be have any dispute which can be sorted out there only after having the meeting. Next, another boy, please read out this Grameen Bank.
The slide.
Yes, beta. That's a Grameen Bank. Grameen Bank of Bangladesh.
Grameen Bank of Bangladesh is one of the biggest success stories in reaching the poor, meet their credit needs at reasonable rates. Started in the 1970s as a small project.
Okay,
Grameen
please
Bank.
have a pause here. This Grameen Bank of Bangladesh, every time the MCQ one sentence questions was there from this particular topic. That's why I had kept here. So cadet, those who are having the textbook in which year it was started, please have a tick mark 1970s, right? A small project of Grameen Bank in 2018 had over 9 million members in about 81,600 villages spread across the Bangladesh. So all the facts and figure you have to remember because it is going to ask in objective type question. MCQ. Please have a underline or tick it. Please continue, child.
Grameen Bank in 2018 had over 9 million members in about 81,600 villages spread across Bangladesh. Almost all of the borrowers are women and belong to poorest sections of the society.
Okay, stop here. Again, please have a tick mark to the all the members are from the poorest family and belong borrowers are women only, right? Please continue.
These borrowers have proved that not only are poor women reliable borrowers, but that they can start and run a variety of small income generating activities successfully.
Very good. Now the side box is here. If credit can be made available to the poor people on a term and condition that are appropriate and reasonable, these millions of small peoples with their millions of small pursuits can add up to create the biggest development wonder. So that has been stated by the Professor Muhammad Yunus, the founder of the Grameen Bank and recipient of 2006 Nobel Prize for Peace. Please underline the name also. It can be asked in MCQ. Everyone. Next, moving toward the summing up. Here we are concluding this chapter. Please have attention here. Summing up. Next. Who want to read? Please continue. Anyone please continue?
In this chapter, we have looked at the modern forms of money and how they are linked with the banking system.
Okay,
On
stop.
one side,
Shanta
modern
Kumar, please stop. Have a pause. So summing up is only the gist of the chapter. Whatever we have studied in this chapter is going to be summing up now. Please continue.
In this chapter, we have looked at the modern forms of money and how they are linked with the banking system. On one side are the depositors who keep their money in the banks, and on the other side are the borrowers who take loans from these banks. Economic activities require loans or credit. Credit, as we saw, can have a positive impact, or in certain situations make the borrowers worse off.
Okay, very good. Now this summing up the point number 1, we started the chapter in the starting of the chapter, money as a medium of exchange. We have seen that why money is called as a medium of exchange. After that we have seen the modern forms of money, in that the paper note and the coins, the currency, Indian currency, that's the Indian rupee. After that we had seen the demand draft, check and so on. Next, the point highlighted here about the credit is going to have the two impact, positive also and negative also, but most of the time it is going to be having the negative impact on the borrower only. Next, anyone please continue.
Credit is available from a variety of sources. These can be either formal sources or informal sources. Terms of credit substantially between formal and informal lenders. At present, it is the richer households who receive credit from formal sources, while the poor have to depend on the informal sources. It is essential that the total formal sector credit increases so that the dependence on the more expensive informal credit become less. Also, the poor should get a much greater share of formal loans from banks, cooperative societies, etc. Both these steps are important for development.
Okay, very good to you. Next, the credit is available from a variety of sources. These can be either formal sources or informal sources. So terms of credit already we had seen. Then the formal and informal money lender we had seen. We had seen with the graph also, and it is going to be crystal clear, I hope so. Now at present the richer household who receive the credit from the formal, as we had seen in the graph number 2. Then still the poor are dependent on the informal sources. So it's the job of government and the bank to have more initiative in the rural areas so that the people can be benefited with the cheaper interest rate of loan to fulfill their basic needs. At the last, the question answers of this chapter, we are going to have the discussion on them. So I request all the cadet to please go through all the question and answer, because now you are in 10th standard. All the questions are compulsory and very important. So as a point of objective question and answer, that's why I am not telling you to go through into the detail. But we are having the term 1 and term 2. And it's clearly stated by the CBSE it's going to be have an objective type. But you should write all the question and their answer in your own sentence. Lastly, if you are having any doubt and difficulty related to this whole chapter, you can ask to me now. Please go ahead, your doubts and difficulty.